What's up, guys? So today, this is my brand new Tikka T3x along with my SIG Tango 1-6 LPVO. This is chambered in 7mm-08. And I'm going deer hunting for the first time next week, actually, in Pennsylvania with my dad and a couple of his brothers. And so today is a little bit more of a story. So if that's not really your thing, you're mostly going to be looking at this gun and hearing me talk, then you might want to just click off now. That's okay. If you want to stick around, fantastic. So we're talking a little bit about my experience at the Foothills shooting complex in Shelby, North Carolina. I got this rifle bore sighted this morning at about 80 yards. So I finally get around to driving half an hour. Now keep in mind, I've been on the road. I've been on the road since about 8 o'clock this morning. I was on the road until about 12. If you know the area, I bounced from Gastonia to Cherville, which is about a 30-minute drive, back to Gastonia, up to Concord, which is another 30-minute drive in the opposite direction, and back to Shelby, which is an hour. And then after Shelby, 30 more minutes back to Gastonia. So you add that up, that's an hour and a half, 2 hours, about 2.5 hours of driving just to get to a few different places. And that's just kind of the mood of today. So I get to Foothills with my rifle bore sighted at 80 yards. Great. It's about where I need it. I want it at 100. So where is the complaint? At Foothills Shooting Complex, you have to proof sight your rifle at 50 yards. And so I tell the lady, okay, yeah, sure, that's fine, whatever. I get there, they have cardboard cutouts that are, pretty much basic size. They're made for your standard size silhouette targets, and they have them. Mine was posted about 30 yards. I get there, the RSO says, hey, the range just went hot. You have to wait 15 minutes for a green light range check. So, okay, whatever. I get there. He had a bit of a tood. We talked a little more, and it's a little bit of TLDR. But he had a little bit of a tood with me. I put it to the side, maybe it's a bad day for this guy, whatever. So I was going to be there for 20 minutes. I am now there for 15 minutes, and I have done nothing. So I finally get my target out there. And it's a small target with a sort of pie plate sized diamond in the middle. The guy said, you have to put all your rounds inside this target. Okay, whatever. Fine. I mean, that's about the size, give or take, of deer vitals. So that is exactly what I need to hit. I need to strive for that. I can hit that. I have not hit that with this rifle yet, and that's what we're about to get to. So I get there. I'm like, whatever. My rifle is kind of bore sighted for 80 yards, and I now have to sight it in at 30 because the guy did not tell me I have to shoot at 50 yards. Not 30, not 40, 50. So I have to shoot 50 yards at this range. The guy did not tell me. My target is now sitting at 30 yards, and I'm sighting in on this side of the cardboard. There is some writing and whatever that I'm using to kind of sight in. And my little pie plate target is in the center where it should be. So the first round I fire, right? Round one. It hits low and a little bit to the right. It's on the paper for the paper plate target, but it's it's kind of in the top corner. So I say, oh boy, Hopefully, he's going to be normal. He's going to be understanding. He's going to be a reasonable human being and say, shit happens. You're sighting in your rifle and you're verifying proof at the same time. Okay, whatever. You're good to go. Just make sure your gun's sighted in. We'll get your 3 shots in the pie plate and you're done. You're off to the 250-yard range. That's not what happened. He said that because that round from this rifle touched the paper, the box, but not the pie plate, I was automatically disqualified. I was only allowed to shoot this rifle on the 50-yard range that was at hand, and I would not be able to shoot and sight in at 100 yards. So where are we at? Where are we at with common sense here? My rifle's at 80. You tell me to shoot at 30. You tell me no, it's actually 50. So already I am sighting down my rifle. I am not sighting it for the range that I'm going to be at. I am sighting down. So I am regressing in progress to meet their demands. And had I completed that, I would have been able to go to the range that goes to 250 yards. So my question here is, if my rifle is not qualified to shoot on the range at 250 yards, is it qualified to shoot at your range at all? Why can I shoot at 50 yards, but not 250? If you go through the same safety processes here as you do there, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the guy, we're kind of talking. I am just flabbergasted. I will say, to his credit, there was a very nice RSO that walked by, said, hey, here's a regular target. It's got the multiple 1, 2, the middle target 3, 4. And he gave me some little pasties to cover it. Whatever. It was nice of him. He was a nice guy. I didn't catch his name or anything. But the guy I dealt with said, no, your rifle is not here. You cannot shoot at the range that you need to shoot at for your deer trip this weekend. Or next week, my bad. So I got up and I left. And the only thing that I can say to Foothills is do better. I firmly believe that their sighting system is only discouraging shooters. This range also does not allow for the use of XM193, mind you, which is the most common 5.56 round. And it's not under some blanket, no high velocity ammo crap. This shoots faster than the 55 grain out of a 16-inch barrel. Maybe, I'm pretty sure. But you cannot shoot XM193, which is the most common full metal jacket round. And also I read there, you cannot have a barrel less than 16 inches. I think this is 18 or 20. You can't have a barrel less than 16 inches. So if you wanted to go shoot your SBR at 250 yards like a normal person probably would, you are not welcome. If you shoot XM193, you are not welcome. If you have a bore-sighted rifle and you're just trying to get, better sighted for deer season, you are not welcome at the Foothills Shooting Complex in Shelby, North Carolina. If you are a shooter in the Charlotte or the Gaston County or the Cabarrus County area or anywhere nearby, you are not welcome at Foothills Shooting Complex. It is written all over. Most of the common ammo, most of what most people shoot is not welcome. They have a pretty nice handgun steel target range at it's like 25 yards. But beyond that, if you were a shooter, you were not welcome there. Between the one RSO, and this is not the first time I've had a negative experience with their RSOs. I don't particularly like being babied at the range. I don't think anybody does. And I don't think they should continue to operate the way that they are operating. And I just want to say that you guys are doing a terrible job, if any of you see this. And I won't be coming back, and I will be telling everybody I know not to come back. Anyway, sorry for the long story time. I hope you guys like this rifle. Yes, this is a shotgun pouch, but it holds rifle rounds nonetheless. So, with all of that out of the way, thank you guys for watching. Please comment down below and leave a like. And let me know, have you had a good experience there? Am I just being stupid? I think that they are being overly pretentious and more of a boomer range rather than a range accepting of a modern shooter or a new shooter, if you will. Because I am relatively new to the short action bolt style rifles for any kind of precision. I'm used to my surplus rifles, but you know, you kind of just guess those and hit those at 100 yards. Your 303s and your 7.62 rims. So this is a little bit different for me, and I've had a not so positive shooting experience so far. I will let you guys know more, and I'll be sure to share a video once I hopefully take a buck this year. I will see you guys on the next one.